Ready for a new look? Whether you're craving that bold coloring, sleek styling, or just that perfect cut, well, Sunny's got you covered. Precision cuts, custom color, braids, and beyond for men and women. Located in Brantford, Ontario. You can find her on Facebook at Hair by Sunny and on Instagram at hair_by_sunny_. Kush Universe, your one-stop shop destination for premium glassware, bongs, rigs, grinders, papers, and all your other smoking essentials. The magical little universe where quality meets artistry with every piece. Located at 671 Colburn Street, Brantford, Ontario. And Prestige Vapes. Step into the future with top shelf vape devices, disposables, and all the tasty little juices in between. You can find them located at 395 St. Paul Ave, Brantford, Ontario, and also conveniently located attached to Kush Universe at 671 Colburn Street, Brantford, Ontario. This is an emergency cannabis broadcast. Mary Jane. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another cloudy episode of the Good Greens Podcast. I am your host, Budtender666, and I'm still wrapping my head around why Granny's brownies tasted so damn good. Alrighty. Winter's here. It snowed for the first time a couple days ago. So yeah, bundle up. Hope you stay warm, everybody. First on the docket. So we all remember like October 17th, 2018 for a big reason. Legal Canadian cannabis. After so many long years of running from the cops, secret grow operations, petitions, marijuana rallies, and marches, what some don't remember was the struggle to get there. From things like public health concerns, availability to youth, trying to create like a regulated market in place of the illegal black and or red market, the navigation of provincial and federal rules, and on top of all that, actually producing a safe to consume product. So this leads me to these fuckheads, like these five morons. The OPP recently seized, what was it here, like a $1.6 million worth of illegal cannabis during a major bust here in Brighton. A large greenhouse was warranted for search, and they found cannabis plants of all various stages of growth, around 580 plants, and over 1 ton of dried flower. I mean, we've struggled for so many years to make a proper market, and to have like proper safe products and stuff, and you know, certain rules and this stuff, you know, like, so when we have the market still being flooded with fools like this, I don't think it's ever going to get better. We really need to crack down on it. And for those of you that are partaking in these kind of things or supporting these kind of things, you need to understand we're not going to have a fully clean market and fully clean industry until the rest of these asshats are out of it. So it's up to you, the guys, the consumer, to show these other fuckers that we won't tolerate unlawful substance, nor will we support something that is directly trying to compete with our legal market. Like on Halloween this year in Trail, BC, there was allegedly a 40 or 50-year-old man that was offering teens marijuana rather than candy or snacks. His excuse was, oh, I ran out of candy, so I figured this was like the best thing. We should all know by now that offering a minor, it's definitely illegal under the Cannabis Control Act, the Cannabis Control and Licensing Act. For those of you who don't know the effects, we're talking about like a psychoactive substance, and minors who are still developing not only physically but like mentally as well. You know, so it's just like I'm not a physician, so take this for what it's worth, but cannabis can, I'm not saying it does, but I'm saying it can cause impaired brain development, mental health issues like depression, anxiety, even for some psychosis. We all know that cannabis can leave, even for some of us, like a little forgetful, so it can probably cause some concentration problems as well. I mean, not to forget, there's also, they say there isn't, but I believe there's addictive qualities too it may produce. There's a reason we don't just sell or provide this to minors. These just being a handful of them too, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even mention the respiratory issues you get, like all the carcinogens at such a young age being introduced to your lungs and things like that. We got certain rules for certain reasons, so let's keep to them. I've said it once, I've said it again. Let's make this less taboo. Yeah. More of the morons of the week. In Winnipeg, Constable Elston Bostock, if I'm saying that name right, is facing a prison sentence after pleading to break trust, indignity to human remains, and theft. He is admitted to violently voiding traffic tickets for liquor and gift cards, stealing cannabis from police scenes, sharing sensitive confidential police information, and like sending lewd texts about a picture he took of a mostly naked body of a woman who fatally overdosed. Like, what is this, the fucking Trailer Park Boys? Like, was this Officer fucking Cock Knuckles and Dick Lock? The investigation concluded that this piece of shit human waste has been doing these things since like 2016, I think it was. So once again, we have heavy fucking corruption that has been overlooked for years. He's scheduled to be sentenced in January, but only after he wastes more time and more money getting a psychiatric assessment per request of his fucking defense lawyers. Like, fuck, man. Like he did all this shit, just lock him up. This fucking corruption, right? Like, oh, and he's not fired either. He's just suspended without pay. So take that for what you will. On the weirder side of the planet Earth, there's something I really can't stand. Is hair in my mouth. Right? Like it's one of those pet peeves of mine. I just can't stand hair in my mouth, a piece of hair in my food, something like that, right? But now there's been a new discovery at King's College in London. Keratin. It's been a protein found in hair. Can not only stop tooth decay, but possibly even repair it. So yeah, anybody with bad teeth, like, keep an eye out for this. This is like a new thing going on. There's stuff about keratin and the repairing of like tooth decay and enamel and things like that. They're saying if you have like a cracked tooth or something, it'll just heal itself with this stuff and you wouldn't even notice it happening. Like it would just be almost like instantaneously. It's just shit that like would happen and you wouldn't even fucking notice. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to keep an eye out on that and see how it goes. For our cultivar of the week, I guess we should get into that. We got two things to mention today. One is some really tasty flour. These guys here, I'm already smoking one. And the other's an edible. For the flour side, I will say it's by the Log Plug. Sorry, let me put this up front so everybody can see it here. The Loud Plug Holiday Sampler Pack. You get 5 different strains, 2 half-gram pre-rolls of each, and they're fucking superb. As you can tell, I'm not choking out on these, and they're delicious. I might add that my favorite of the 5 is a toss-up between the Exotic Gas or the Cherry Diesel. It's really hard for me to depict which one I like more. But the other 3 are just as amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, don't let them fall by the wayside. The entire pack is phenomenal. I've bought these a few times, which is why I figured I'd feature these on the show today. So yeah, we have, like, the THC ranges from a 28% all the way up to 32. The 5 strains you get are Exotic Gas, Venom OG, Waffle Cone, Frosted Swirl, and last but not least, the Cherry Diesel. They all burn perfectly great. Like I said, great taste. You can see it's like a gray, white ash, not super dark. And the high, I find, sticks around. You once again, you're not falling victim to that half-hour high where you're sitting there hoping you're gonna experience something for a little bit longer, and you're not like having to light up numerous joints and things like that. So it's become quite nice. And the other thing we have here is the edible side. Is the no futures. The blue one. I specifically bought the 10 times the madness pack, so you get 10 milligram gummies in there. It takes about around 30 to 45 minutes roughly for this stuff to kind of kick in, obviously, because your endocannabinoid system, it takes time to process it. A nice big gummy here. So yeah, I won't be able to really tell you the effects of that right away. I can share the flavor experience and stuff, though. It's definitely like a blue raspberry, maybe. Like it hints of like strawberry in there. Sometimes I get grape, but I also vape, so I get vapor tongue. I'll say that they do kick ass with these indicas. They help me sleep very well. The aftertaste itself, very, very minimal cannabis flavor. So they are very tasty, especially for those that don't like the flavor of cannabis but want to feel the effects. I would recommend these ones for sure. Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard of the term cannabinoid, excuse me, hard to talk with that in my mouth. It's part of your body's workings that operate by maintaining balance in its homeostasis through a network of chemical signals and receptors. When the body is out of balance, your ECS produces endocannabinoids that bind to cannabinoid receptors CB1 and CB2 to restore stability, like sleep, mood, pain, appetite. Even in some cases, we got like immune response stuff. So yeah, it's like that's why we benefit from edibles rather than just smoking. There's many different ways like to consume or to use this medicine, which is why I keep going back to this rather than going to big pharma and reaching for pills and all these other kind of things, right? So we've all heard the joke, why did the chicken cross the road? Well, the question in this case is, what road did the chicken cross? Another case of 15,000 living chicks are reported missing from an Ontario farm. Back in April, the same farmer had a wild 30,000 chicks miraculously just disappear. Now, why this cocksucker didn't put cameras up after that, I don't know, unless maybe it's an insurance thing or something. Who knows? But not much other information's been available right now, other than, authorities have no idea where the chicks' abouts are or what the purpose of stealing them would be. Personally, it's just probably people reselling them or like an insurance thing, like I said, like, oh, my property's been missing, I got insurance on it, so let's just bank in on it. We live in kind of a fucked up world now, so sometimes people are sneaky. But on the topic of getting high, I don't know if you know, but dolphins like to get high. And these tricky little bastards are deliberately getting high from pufferfish. So the dolphins are carefully chewing and basically torturing these little pufferfish and passing them from dolphin to dolphin to dolphin like a fucking peace pipe. Large doses of the fish's toxin is harmful to the dolphins, but they have learned a way to, like, obviously a certain dosage gets to them and that's what they respect, and they just they party on with it. How they learned it, I don't know how. I guess trial and error, right? It's Yeah. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, I was a few bong tokes in the other day, and then I had the munchies kick in, and I started to ponder what is it about cannabis that turns us basically into human vacuums? And this is basically what I found is that THC binds to CB1 receptors in your brain, the same ones that like regulate hunger. Um, so it basically flips the switch of your hypothalamus, making bland food seem like fucking gourmet food. Um, so like people with eating disorders, or people that are like unfortunate enough to need like cancer treatment, like chemotherapy, those kind of things. Cannabis can definitely be a very useful tool or medicine. I understand that there's still a lot of people in the health medical field that would disagree because there's obviously going to be side effects with everything, but there's also numerous fucking side effects with all these heavy fucking things that Big Pharma produces too, right? So, uh, with that being said, I kind of hope that they have cannabis get pushed more into heavy medicine and we stop treating it like such a negative fucking thing. I've got a wild story here actually. I'm sure you guys remember about a woman in Australia back in 2003. She was deemed like Australia's worst fucking woman, like the worst serial killer they've ever had. Um, she was charged with the murder of her four kids. Prosecutors accused the woman of suffocating the kids. So she was dubbed, as I said, Australia's worst serial killer. But now, after serving a long ass 20 fucking year sentence, she finds life kind of just finds a way, I guess you would say. And she's been cleared of her crimes. It turns out her children quite possibly and most likely died from an extremely rare but natural gene mutation. This came from an inquiry in her case in 2023 in June. That year, she was pardoned and released. This year in August, she was offered, what is it, 9,700, no, sorry, like 975,580 pounds, which is about 2 million, I think, in compensation for being wrongfully acquitted. But I mean, if you ask me, after 20 years in jail, like, and trying to grieve and defend my innocence and the dead kids and everything else like that, 2 million is nowhere ever going to be near enough fucking compensation for something like that. So once again, it's just corruption is a big fucking spit in the face. She never got time to mourn, bury her kids, things like that. Instead, she was fucking, charged, put in jail, and treated like a criminal, labeled, chastised. So yeah, it's a little rough, but I hope she gets much better things with her, and she lived a much happier life, and people kind of look beyond what was labeled on her and understand that she's kind of got caught up in the wrong thing. It was a rare life thing. It's time to speak hash. Oh, a little fun fact about hash. Morocco is the largest producer in the world. They contribute about 20% overall total. It's been the economic staple for the country for centuries. And now the other top four countries that produce hash are Afghanistan, Lebanon, Spain, and Pakistan. I feel hash is always a stronger yet more mellow high, but it lasts way longer than flower. It's a much different feeling too. It's a lot more relaxed. Like definitely, I always feel like a lot more body relaxed than anything. Compared to like flower or concentrates or edibles. This is why I think I keep falling back to it. Other than that, I apologize. It's such a short episode today, and it's just an audio version. I've been a little under the weather, but wanted to at least try and put something out for everybody. So, without further ado, I thank you for listening to this week. Next week, I hope to have something a little bit better, a little bit longer on for everybody. Until then, thanks for tuning in. If you're new, once again, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay high, motherfuckers. For inquiries and bookings, email us at thegoodgreenspodcast@gmail.com. Ready for a new look? Whether you're craving that bold coloring, sleek styling, or just that perfect cut, well, Sunny's got you covered. Precision cuts, custom color, braids, and beyond for men and women, located in Brantford, Ontario. You can find her on Facebook at Hair by Sunny and on Instagram at hair_by_sunny_. Kush Universe, your one-stop shop destination for premium glassware, bongs, rigs, grinders, papers, and all your other smoking essentials. The magical little universe where quality meets artistry with every piece. Located at 671 Colburn Street, Brantford, Ontario. And Prestige Vapes. Step into the future with top shelf vape devices, disposables, and all the tasty little juices in between. You can find them located at 395 St. Paul Ave, Brantford, Ontario, and also conveniently located attached to Kush Universe at 671 Colburn Street, Brantford, Ontario.